Oh, fellow jewelers, I have this new obsession I just had to share with you. So I don't know if you've noticed the trend where it's like half beads and half chain. I started to see it in the US where they had white pearls and they had like gold chain, and I'm like, oh, that's nice, not my taste. I'm not down with the white pearls. Give me some color, give me some brightness, give me some like boom. And so when I started to see other countries on Pinterest catch on to the same style, I got excited because they were using like colors and brightness, and I just loved it. And so of course, since I'm obsessed with it, I got to share it with you. So today we're making this beauty. Oh my gosh, isn't it so pretty? I love the orange, it's really bright, and this heart. So these beads are made out of shells, and there's some imperfections. I mean, we're not perfect, are we? No. And so I decided to use an imperfect heart. Oh, I love it. I'm so excited. But before we get started making this fabulous jewelry piece, make sure you subscribe my channel and click that bell to get notifications, because guess what? I'm all about the how-tos of jewelry making. Whether beaded jewelry, whether resin jewelry, you can go check it out on my channel because I got your back. So you and me, let's get started. So the tools and the materials, they are all listed in the description below. You can check that out. I have some things that you can get the exact same as me, and other things you can kind of see what I am using. So let's get this party started. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to attach some things to my chain first before I even string my beads. So I have these jump rings here. I want to put one jump ring on to attach my beads to, and then I want to attach my clasp on there. And so I'm going to take my jump ring. I'm using a medium jump ring. I have like a 3-pack from Walmart, and I'm using the medium size. Don't ask me what size it is, I don't know. And I'm going to just put my jump ring on first just to get that out of the way, and then I'm going to close it up. If you've never used a jump ring, I have a tutorial for you. Okay, so I got my jump ring on. The next thing I want to do is I want to put my clasp on using another jump ring. And so I am going to grab a hold of my jump ring. I'm going to open it up. And on the other end, I am going to add my loop. I want to add my loop because that's where I'm going to connect my pendant. And I'm going to put it on there. And then I am going to close it up. So I'm going to close up my jump ring, making sure there's no gap. And super easy, right? Like that was pretty easy stuff. This is a very easy necklace. I'm so in love with this necklace, so in love with the style that I keep making it over and over and over again. And so I've done that. Now I just want to string my beads. And so I'm going to string them the same length that I have my chain right here. So you can totally make more chain if you want for your necklace, you know, like have more chain than beads, or you can make more beads or have the exact same. It's really up to you and your preference for what you like and the look that you like. All right, so I have my wire, and I'm going to take my beads and I'm just going to string them, and then I'm going to measure them up to the chain. Really easy, really simple. And so cue the fast forward, y'all. All right, now that I got it all strung, which is a really easy part, we're gonna connect it to the chain through the jump ring. Now the reason we put a jump ring on is because the chains that you use, they have like a slit in them. And most of the time that slit looks like it's closed or looks like maybe just open just a little bit. And that, my friends, causes problems. That makes your jewelry piece fall apart. And so it's better just to put a jump ring, because the jump ring, even though it has a split, it actually is connected a lot better than any of the links that you may use for your chain. So anyway, let's connect this baby. So I have my chain, right? And then I'm going to take my crimping bead. I need a crimping bead. And then I'm gonna get my chain, and I'm gonna put my wire through the jump ring, y'all. The jump ring, not the link of the chain, but the jump ring. And then I'm gonna put my wire around the jump ring, and I'm gonna put my wire through my crimping bead, just like that. And I'm gonna use my pliers and crimp that crimping bead. Yes, there are crimping bead tools, but I just use my handy dandy plier. And then I'm gonna use the excess wire. I'm gonna leave the excess wire on and just thread it through my bead. Super simple. And then bring that down so there's not a gap. And then I'm gonna cut this baby off, cut it off. This is a simple necklace, but I'm so in love with it. I love it, I love it. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to connect our clasp on my other part of the toggle. And so once again, I am getting a jump ring. Nope, I'm getting a crimping bead and putting my crimping bead on. I'm getting my toggle right here. And then I'm putting my wire around the toggle part like that, like so. And then I'm making sure that my crimping bead my wire goes through my crimping bead. Now, see that gap? We don't want a gap. Gaps are ugly when it comes to jewelry. And we are going to grab the excess wire and pull, making sure that there's a little bit of give. We need a little bit of give. It shouldn't be so tight here, and I should be able to put the wire through. So just a little bit of give, and then I'm going to crimp my crimping bead like so. Okay, so now I have excess wire, and I'm gonna cut the excess off. Not too much because I want to put it back down through my bead. I like having a bit of excess wire because I feel it's more sturdy with that crimping bead, and I'm just going to put my wire back down through my bead. And there you have it. Now you could be done, but I want a pendant. So I have these 3 hearts. These are made out of shells, and they have these imperfections on them. I'm like, which imperfection do I not mind the most? And so I think I'm gonna go with the cracked one. I'm gonna go with the cracked heart because it looks kind of, you know, cool and stuff. Anyway, so I'm gonna use the cracked heart for my pendant. To make a pendant from this heart, you're gonna need a head pin. You're gonna put your head pin through, and you're going to cut off excess. You're gonna be making a loop, so I'm cutting a good amount off. And then I'm gonna take my round nose pliers and I'm gonna bend it back at a 90-degree angle, and I am going to do a kind of bigger loop, right? Probably a medium-sized loop. So your round nose pliers is tapered because that's the size loop you want, right? So I'm doing a medium-sized loop, so I'm putting my wire in the middle, and I'm just curling it around, and then I'm gonna open it up just a little so I can put it on my clasp. My toggle right here, the circle part of my toggle, and I'm just hooking it onto my toggle, and I'm closing up my loop. I'm closing it up like so. Oh yes, like that. Ah! Oh my goodness, I love it more than I thought I was gonna love it. Oh, I love it. Now, one of the things I really love about this jewelry piece is that the clasp is in front, y'all. The clasp is in front. I mean, like, super easy. You don't have to go behind your back trying to get it on. And right now this is being difficult, so it'd be harder behind my back. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Isn't it so cute? I really like it a lot. Now I want to share with you, and I'm going to put some pictures on my social media stuff. I want to share one of the necklace sets I made with you this week. Oh my gosh, isn't this cute? I love the hearts. I think I'm obsessed with hearts lately. I think I'm obsessed. And so I made this piece as well, so you can go ahead and check it out on my social media platforms, on my Facebook, on my Instagram. I'll even do a picture on my YouTube. So go ahead, check those out. Oh my gosh, isn't this fabulous? I just think this is so pretty. I love it. Comment, share, like. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you think, and I also want to interact with you. I love interacting with you. I love it when you comment. I love when you talk to me. I love when I get to talk back to you. So go ahead and comment. But before I end this video, I love praying my viewers. I love praying for you. And so I was asking the Lord, like I always do, what should I pray on this video? And he was just reminding me of all the chaos going on, all the divided opinions, all the junk going on social media, on Facebook, and I felt like he wanted to remind you, don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up. Like I have strong opinions. I don't know if you noticed about me, but I'm very strong opinion, but I keep it a lot to myself off my social platforms because I rather talk to people personally about it. I rather talk one-on-one with it than blast it on my social media, because I find that either I get a bad taste about somebody or someone gets a bad taste about me, and instead of us like talking personally, like one-on-one, we tend to kind of like ignore each other. And so I rarely share my opinions on Facebook. I am a strong opinion woman, and I will share it with you, but I rather share with you one-on-one. So don't get caught up in the noise. Don't get caught in the chaos. And I'm going to pray for your relationships because they're more important than opinions. Can I tell you, your opinion is just an opinion. Sometimes there's little facts in there. Sometimes it's just your opinion. And so I want to pray for your relationships, that you would be able to just talk about it and be civil and sometimes agree to disagree. So Lord, I thank you that you care so much about relationships, that your two biggest commandments, your two greatest commandments are love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself. And loving people as myself, I certainly want someone to go off on me on my social media platform. And so Lord, I pray, God, that you would help us to not react on social media. I pray that you would help us to have really good relationships, and that we wouldn't look at the people feeling like they're our enemy, but that we'd be able to like talk civil, God, and even agree to disagree at times. But Lord, I pray for peace. I pray against the chaos. I pray against the noise. I pray that you would just bring kind of unity. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in, and isn't it beautiful? All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.